Hello, this is Josh from Advanced Camping, bringing you another episode of Fireside Chats with Josh. So here we've got an all-new 2024 Pleasureway Ontour 2.0 on a 2024 Ford chassis. So best of both worlds, it's an all-wheel drive chassis. So phenomenal traction control. You can actually pick what kind of terrain you're going to be in, snow, sand, that type of a thing. So you're going to have excellent traction with this, especially with the shorter wheelbase and the shorter just machine in general. You're at about 19 foot, 8 inches all together. So you have a lot of really cool features. It's all handmade interiors in there. So you have beautiful finishes. These Ontour 2.0s have been the hardest by far and away to find this year. Earlier this year, we weren't even allowed to take an order for an Ontour 2.0. So this is a big relief to actually have one in person, in stock, ready to go. This one also has adaptive cruise control for those who are keeping an eye on that, as not all of them do. So it is nice to have that. So let's go through our Ontour 2.0 2024. And yeah, basically a very nice exterior. We're going to have the Fiamma power awning with automatic rain and wind sensor, which I think is really cool. I like that it's a Fiamma too, besides some of the other models, maybe Carefree, for instance, may or may not have quite a few recalls where the Fiamma really seems to be leading the way. They're very durable. They just don't seem to break down or have the issues that other power awnings have. So you're really just going to have a lot of that with a Pleasureway, where they're using top tier appliances all throughout. And if it were like just that, it wouldn't be a big deal. But it's that, plus it's the best TV antenna you can get. Plus it has a secondary recirculating pump. So you have hot water at all times at every single faucet whenever you want to use that. It's those types of things that really make the Pleasureway different and really make it luxurious, instead of just leaving it with a high density foam back seat. It's all memory foam where you're going to sleep and spend a lot of your time. So it's that type of stuff that's really going to help. Also, what's cool, let's talk about some of the tech. It's going to have 200 watts of solar on the roof, and in addition to that, 600 amp hours of lithium ion batteries. That's going to be awesome amount of batteries. You can run your air off that for quite some time, any number of hours, depending on how hot it is outside, of course. And then what's really cool, what I love, is it has a gasoline powered inverter generator as a backup. So it's sort of like having a generator backup at your house, right? So you're stopped, you're running your air conditioner for, let's say, a couple days, and on the second day it's really hot and your batteries run low. Well, then you'll have an uninterrupted amount of power. So if you have pets in there, for instance, you take a hike, you would not have to worry about your pet in there, as long as you turn the automatic start on for the generator, it will automatically kick the generator on, and you'll have a nice, cool pet and cool living quarters in there. So that's going to be a really nice plus. It's own an inverter generator. They're super quiet nowadays. It will automatically kick in as long as you set it to do so. Once your batteries run out. So I mean, it's really nice to have that secondary backup, especially being a pet owner myself. I like that there's a redundancy there. I mean, there's a lot of these that have lithium batteries that'll run a long time. That's great. But I like having that secondary redundancy. And, as long as you have a decent amount of gas in your system, that's going to run for days and days on that. So you're not going to run like low on gas in a few hours or anything. So that's made to run for a long time. Now that they're fuel injected, besides, they don't require as much maintenance as they used to. So it's more or less you exercise the generator once in a while and kind of forget it's there, except when you turn that automatic generator start on. So that's just sort of giving you a little extra security. So I love that. That's absolutely brilliant, I think. So Let's continue to take a look around here. We're going to have some power outlets along the side, magnets for the rear door here, parking sensors, of course, so you can get and see where your destination is. It's got the EcoBoost engine in it, of course. And this up, a little bit of storage back here for power cords. This is where your lithium battery system's going to live, right behind here. But this is going to be the covers for the front three windows, for instance. Then they give you like a little spare tire kit, sort of a slime pump, as I like to call it. Is basically you can fill up your tires with fix-a-flat if you really need to get to your next destination. Now you get all kinds of roadside assistance with this, but the idea is if you just need to hobble to the next service station and just have a nail in your tire or something, that will fix that up for you real quick. So, is none of these have spare tires anymore. One of the drawbacks, but certainly there's a lot of pros on any of these new models. So it's not really just this one that doesn't have the spare. Really, any model I can really think of. So anyway, hitch, you're going to have some wiring, propane hookup over there for filling the tank. Over here, we're going to have the instant tankless water heater. That's going to be a nice Truma AquaGo. And remember, that's going to be coupled with a secondary pump. And this isn't a pump you turn on or off. You don't even have to think about it. But it's always there in the background, recirculating your water, so that at any tap, including even your outside shower here, you'll get hot water immediately. And what that means is, you're not wasting water in tanks. As it's not like in your house, it doesn't really matter. You can waste a little bit of water to get it hot, not that big of a deal. Here, it is going to kind of matter, as you've got fresh tanks that you're drawing from, gray tanks that you're going into. So, as little water wastage as possible is always the best. Totally phrase that right, but I hope you get where I'm going with that. Everything, I like that everything's in this nice little clean utility center here. You can turn your propane on and off without having to go underneath the coach. I love that. That really kind of sucks when you got to do that. City water hookups, cable TV hookups. If you're in like a KOA campground, they'll have cable TV for a few bucks extra, and then your 30 amp shore power hookup, of course. And all the magic's going to kind of happen underneath here. See if I can do this one-handed. So sewer hose and dump station right there. Pretty easy to get at. So let's just take a quick walk around the grill, and then we'll go right inside. Very nice looking coach. Very tall person friendly, as I mentioned on the 2.2 video, if you recall. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. That's on the channel as well. But very tall person friendly in here. So it's going to have the most height out of any of the Class Bs, most interior height too. It's a 10-foot tall coach on the outside. So you have the most sort of interior height here. So, I mean, what that gives you is just a feel of openness. It gives you bigger cabinets along the way here, as they can go up further. But I mean, the primary purpose for me anyway is it just makes it feel larger, and that some of that will come through the camera and some of it won't. But certainly to me, it makes a huge difference. There's lots of legroom up in the cabin, which I'll show you in just a few minutes. Did they add this? I'm not sure. It's been so long since I've seen a 2.0. It's been like a year, I think, or seems like it anyway. Long time since we've had a 2.0 here to sell. But they may have added this cabinet. I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure. Post in the comments if you know. I could definitely be wrong on that. Norcold refrigerator here, all the same colors. And you're going to have all slow closed drawers and everything. Microwave is going to be right here. It's just going to be a standard microwave. Induction stove. Stainless steel sink here. Really nice and deep. So excellent kitchen. And this really sort of light wood just makes it feel nice and open in here. It really does. I like that it contrasts nicely with the darker ultra leather And yeah, that's going to be super, super comfy. Even on a really hot, humid day like today, it doesn't get sticky. I mean, I can kind of show you, kind of conforms to your hand. And as you can hear, it's not sticking or anything like real leather would. So very, very comfortable. Excellent way to lay down, take a nap, or even spend the night in here. Absolutely. I mean, it's totally set up to do that. Got an excellent wardrobe right there. You have a pull-out LG Smart TV with Bose soundbar right there. As I was telling you, it also has the Razer WineGuard TV antenna, which is really the best on the market. It's a big, like, it looks like a satellite dish up there, and just rotates around on the inside, and is going to just point in the best direction for the reception that you need. So really excellent TV antenna. Again, you're just kind of getting the best of everything kind of going through here, and it adds up. It just feels very, very high end. There's just nothing, there's no like staples or particle board. This is all solid real wood that designers went through and made by hand. That's why they're giving you a 5-year warranty on this coach. They're not going to give that out lightly, right? That's a big deal. So 5 years, and we have ducted heat all throughout, which is a nice touch. Bathroom's going to be kind of basic, but again, tall person friendly. This is kind of hard to show on a camera, okay? But there's plenty of room here. I like that they removed the sink. Like, let's say even in the Ascent, it has a little sink in here. I'm not a big fan of that personally. I like that this is just more open, as I'm a bigger guy. So even this is big guy friendly. Okay, I'm a big guy. I can easily take a shower in here, no problem. I can stand up straight. I don't have to hunch. So I really appreciate that in this model. So again, we're kind of getting down to tall person friendly yet again. It may not look as fancy as some of the other models with Corian and another sink and stuff like that, but trust me, it's the right tool for the job. It's the right bathroom for this unit. It gives you plenty of room to shower. You got a sink literally like a few paces away, right here, so you really don't need one in there. That really kind of would make that real tight in there. So yeah, excellent bathroom if you ask me, especially in a 19-footer. Of course, power fan up here. Most of my customers are honestly using this more often than they're using the air conditioner. You will be so surprised how much air that moves. Even on a hot day like today, you turn that on, it's going to feel cool in here. Creates like a negative atmospheric pressure in here. So it sucks air in from all the different openings. So if you have your screens out or something, you have a side and rear screen that go all the way down, then it's really going to pull a lot of air through here, and you probably will not need air conditioning. So that's going to be a much nicer battery saver. And of course, if you want to use air conditioning, it's ready for that with your 600 amps of lithium batteries. With your inverter generator, you're all set for climate control. But that's just another way to kind of control and conserve battery power. So they give you plenty of options. So this is going to be our new 2024 Ford chassis. We're going to have blind spot assist. It has the ultra big touch screen, which is nice. Pretty basic otherwise. Nothing to get too excited about. It's all-time all-wheel drive. It's a Ford EcoBoost. This is what they've used in the F-150s forever, and now in the Transits forever too. The Transits, I feel like, are pretty tried and true at this point. A lot of good reviews out there on them. A lot of delivery drivers using them with very positive results. And again, this one does have the button for adaptive cruise as well, as some of these we're seeing with or without adaptive cruise, and that could get me in trouble. They might say, Pleasureway may come back and say, oh, well, all the 2.0s this year will have adaptive cruise. That could be the case, but when it comes to the Fords, I guess, let's put it that way, some Fords we get in from various manufacturers and they won't have that adaptive cruise. So I feel like noting it is important. And also, tall person friendly, they didn't put another kind of ledge here. They left this big and open. So again, being a taller person, all this is padded as well. So all the places you might hit your head here And right here, they pad really, really nicely. As believe you me, especially being a taller person, I hit my head oh so often in these. So it is nice to have that, absolutely. They think of these little things. And again, they've been in business near 50 years, doing only Class Bs or close to only Class Bs, a few B pluses. So they're picking this stuff up over that amount of time, and they're really perfecting all this type of thing. And that's why you're getting such a long 5-year warranty, as it's really going to work. And I feel like this is just one of those exceptional models, these 2.0s, where it's all-wheel drive. So that's a huge factor for most of my customers. It's Ford, which is another huge factor for a lot of my customers, as it's easy to get service for, especially that EcoBoost engine, which is the same as what you're going to get in F-150. So, I mean, very easy to get parts for sure. It's also very reliable and tried and true. That's the other thing, too. Very tried and true. So, yeah, again, I'm Josh. I'll put my number and email right in the links below. And again, it's really important you subscribe right now. I know I'm sounding like a shill here, but we just started this channel. It's gonna be big. I promise you. You'll be one of the ground floor people, and that's gonna be so important to me. I mean, I love you guys. I want to keep creating content, and I just need to be able to show the powers that be that that we can really draw a crowd here, that this is something special. So I really would appreciate like a like or comment, or of course even a subscription if you want to see more van content like this, as you will see a lot more throughout the years. So that's my pitch to you. And if you're interested in this one or any of our other models, give me a call or an email. Again, you'll see that right on your screen. And again, love you guys and talk to you soon. Thank you.